Good morning and welcome to my channel. Well, I don't know what time it is for you there, but it's morning here and it's a beautiful day in Florida. And I am just trying to do my first voiceover for a doll repaint. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you today what I do when I repaint. I think that would be a good intro into doing these voiceovers. So the first thing I did was I rerooted this doll, and then I covered her hair with a baby sock. And then I sprayed her with Mr. Super Clear. I'll put the link to all the things below in the video so you can find everything that I use. Once I have that done, and please know that I wear a mask and I spray outside to protect myself because it's very toxic. But there's no other spray that I have found yet that works as well as Mr. Super Clear to get like a really nice matte porcelain finish on my doll. And these are vinyl dolls, so they have a little bit of a shine to them. You need something that's going to keep it nice and matte and beautiful and long-lasting and non-yellowing and all that archival, long-lasting stuff. Anyway, I use PanPastels to do my contouring, which for me was a game changer. If you haven't used any kind of pastels, I used regular pastels in the past. But the PanPastels are so much more velvety and soft, and they just worked way better for the dolls. I was always tempted to use makeup, but I was afraid of the oils in them. So this was just a dream come true when they came out with them. And I use a container that I got at the Dollar Tree. I scrape off some PanPastels and mix the colors. Got the idea from my friend Sam Danson from Halo Repaints. So thank you, Sam, for that tip because it has been a lifesaver. Before, I was pulling out these big trays of PanPastels and I had no space. So thank you, Sam. And then what I do after I get the doll contoured, which takes a lot of layers, and I'll even go back again and do some more. But it's better to contour first and get her contoured. Then I sketch it out with a prismacolor pencil. It's better to do it first because you get dust on the eyes after you've painted them and the lips, and you don't really want that. You want that to be nice and clean. So I go ahead and do the contouring first, and then I'll go in and I'll repaint her. I've done it both ways. I mean, you could just clean the eyes off before you spray it. It's not like you can't do it that way, but I found that this way works for me. Now, I always cover my palettes with foil because I can just throw it away when I'm done. But my paint lasts a long time because I have a little lid for this. I pop it on, I stick it in the freezer in between when I go take lunch, or if I have to paint this over several days. This is not a one sitting experience, even though it looks like it is. It's not. I literally painted her. I painted on her for several days. And if you stick them in the freezer, they will last. You can't do it for weeks, but it will definitely last. I use, sorry, I'm drawing a blank here really quick. Golden matte fluid acrylics. I like the matte fluid acrylics the best. I can use anything to paint at this point. I don't have a problem with it. As long as I thin my paints down with probably like an airbrush medium is really, really good to use. Better than water. I've done water, but I like the fluidity I get from the airbrush fluid. It just works really great. I don't really use retarder anymore so much just because I don't have any. I would if I did, but that's probably, it's not a necessity. As long as I have the airbrush fluid, and I have another medium that I use too instead, but I can't remember the name of it right now. Like I said, I'll link below everything. You need to keep your paints nice and thin so that they're easy to work with. And of course, so that they last a long time. I even put something cold underneath my palette. Now I'm gonna I won't spray her before I go back and contour again because I sprayed her right before I painted. But I'll come back again and I will hit her up with some more PanPastels just to soften off my edges and give her more of a makeup-y look, you know, like real eyeshadow and stuff like that. And hit her with some highlights. and then I'll spray her again. It takes layers and layers to get that 3D look that you're after. Now, I have a cover for her that I made because I had contoured the body off camera. I don't know why. I just forgot to film it. And then I put the cover over her so I don't scratch her up, because while the head is vinyl, the body is actually made of plastic, so it scratches if you, you don't want to splatter, scratch, or anything like that. So I go ahead and cover her up. And on the bottom, and this was another tip from Sam, thank you, Sam, I use these drop cloths that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and they're supposed to be for, I think, washing cars, maybe. They're just like these soft microfiber cloths, and they just catch everything, which is great. So you're not dropping. If you drop anything, it just sort of sits there. And it's a soft surface to work on. So I love that. I also want to thank my husband for making my opening to the video. I was like so appreciative of that. It looks beautiful. I love it. Thank you, honey. It looks great. I don't have a closing yet. Maybe I'll do something different. But at the end, I will be popping on some pictures of the Delta Burke doll completed. Now she's getting a dress, a beautiful blue dress that'll be more like her Designing Women dress look. But it hasn't come in the mail yet. So it was delayed. So I just popped on a dress. This is all about Sam today. A top that Sam actually made. Thank you, Sam. You're my hero in this video. I didn't even realize all of the ways that you've influenced me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Anyway, I hope you love the final result of Delta, and I hope to see you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a fabulous day. Bye.